Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to get us live over here on Instagram. Okay, so it takes like a second here. Here we go. We're going to be live on Instagram. We are so excited. We have so many fun things to share with you today. We have a special guest. Actually, we have two special guests. So, bonus fun times here. I'm super excited for who our guest is. You already know who the guest is. We put it in the thing, whatever. Anyway, I'm just rambling on here. If you're new here and you don't know who I am, my name is Katelyn. I am the editor and marketing manager here for WeCrochet. We come here every Wednesday. Okay, almost every Wednesday. We weren't here last week, took a little break, but we're here almost every Wednesday to chat with you, share new things with you, new things that are going on at WeCrochet, things that are going on with some of our favorite designers that we love working with, which is what we're here doing today. And we're trying something new today. So last time we tried going live on Instagram, which, yes, I see it here on my phone. So I'm going to pull that up real quick just because otherwise I don't see the comments. Okay, so we're going to try that. Also new, we are also live streaming on our guests YouTube channel. So everybody can see what's going on. Everybody can hear all the fun and exciting stuff going on. So if you're new to our channel, please like and subscribe. If you're new to the Marley Bird channel, please like and subscribe. Just like, subscribe, thumbs up, everything that you can possibly do everywhere. Please just do it. It's just really helpful and really kind. And we like kind people here. Okay, so let's see who is here. Oh, I don't know a lot of these names. We have Halloween Mischief. Hello, happy to have you here. We have a Bite Angel. Hi. Hi, Marley. I'm here, tickled that I actually made it. You're here. You're live. Yay. Hi, Mary. And Nana's a nerd. Nana's a nerd. That is like the best handle I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. From Central Illinois. Yes, you made it live and on time. Woohoo! Hi, Lori. Marley's in here chatting too. And we have so many other people in here. We have Laura, we have Julia, we have Sandy, we have Lindsay, we have Michelle. Oh, Nana's a nerd. Sorry, I don't know your real name, so I'm gonna just keep calling you that. Got yarn. Needs to wind it, and then they'll be ready. And we have Musing Maple on their lunch break. We have Ellen. We have Lisa. We have Tanya. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Okay, so yes, thanks, Marley. Smash that like button. If you don't know, smash that like button. Okay, so I'm just going to bring in the guests, and thank you for everybody watching over on Instagram. We're starting to get a bunch of people over there and saying hi and hello. It's great to have you. If you have any questions along the way, put them in the chat. We'll answer them. We're also going to put links in there for everything that you're going to need and things like that. So yay. Yeah, Danielle, you can watch us on YouTube, which is the WeCrochet YouTube channel, the WeCrochet Facebook page, the WeCrochet Instagram account, or on the Marley Bird YouTube channel. Okay, I think I don't know. Here we go. We're just going to bring them in. So today we have Marley. Hi, Marley.
Hey, how are you?
And we have Robin.
Hey,
Caitlin. Hi.
I love hearing you say also all those names. Those are my people. They are always here saying hello, and it's exciting to hear somebody else be like, "Oh, it's Halloween Mischief," and I'm like, "Hey, I know. It's very fun.
We love it. So I know you've been on here before, and so those who have followed know what's going on, but let's just pretend people don't know.
Sure.
And let's just rewind the clock a little bit.
Okay.
And let's just say that I love Marley, and Robin was one of the first designers I ever found in crochet. And so it's been a fangirl moment for life as I've gotten to work with these two wonderful ladies over time. For those of you who don't know, before I was here at WeCrochet, I worked for Marley and got to spend a lot of time with Marley, and it was a lot of fun. We always had a great time, which I'm sure you'll be able to see today. But so we're always so happy to have them here. And now they've teamed up, and they're this wonderful duo that we get to experience both a knit and a crochet experience in one, with these wonderful events, wonderful patterns, and everything else. So while Robin is here, I guess all of your designs now are kind of under the Marley Bird name now. And so when you're looking at crochet patterns, yes, some are still Marley, but Robin is now chiming in there. She's also bringing in Tunisian, which, Marley, have you changed? Do you like Tunisian now?
It's not that I never disliked it, it's just that as somebody who's a knitter, I'm trying to
Right,
get a Kleenex. As a knitter, I was like, "Why would I do Tunisian?
right.
Because I can knit." So, it's never that I disliked Tunisian. Ironically enough, we actually pitched a beginner Tunisian class to a place, and, Robin was like, "Well, I'm not gonna teach that." I'm like, "Well, I could teach it." She's like, "Who are you? What have you done with my bestie?" So, it was a whole discussion.
Yeah.
So, long and short answer is yes, I like Tunisian. I just am a knitter, so why not
Right.
knit? That's it.
Very true. For the Tunisian lovers out there, I'm just going to do a little shameless plug because why
Go
not?
for it.
It's my
Yeah.
channel, right? We have new sorry, Janice. Janice is here, guys, in the background. If you don't know Janice, she does all of our linking for us. And she always asks me what we're going to talk about. And then usually at least, I don't know, 5 links I throw at her. And I'm always like, I'm sorry, Janice, here's another one. But it just like comes to me while we're talking. Anyway, so we have new sets of Tunisian hooks that are double-ended. So you can work in the round from one set. You don't have to buy 2 sets. You don't have to buy 2 hooks. It all comes together with the cable and 2 hook ends so you can work in the round. It's awesome. I love them so much. You can still get the old version. I shouldn't say old, but the single hook version. You can buy them individually. You can get them as a set, or you can do double-ended. So Tunisian lovers, rejoice. You have the option to get a full set for in the round. So, okay.
Okay, so are they interchangeables?
Yes.
Are they the Sunstruck?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to find them so I can link to them on my YouTube page. So I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to find them.
And buy your bestie a set, right, Marley? You were just
Well,
gonna,
that's what I was thinking.
you
I
were
was
buying
like,
your
here
bestie a set.
she's totally all talking about your Tunisian, and we don't have any. I have none I can show. What is
Right.
this all about?
Well,
Don't worry, Katelyn. My bestie Marley's gonna buy them for me, and I can have them.
there you go. There you go. No, but they are really great. It's just wonderful to have the set. They have the swivel cables now, so like you have that fun aspect to it.
All the things you need. You just said all of the words
Yes.
that I need.
Yes.
Good. Done.
Sandy is saying that Tunisian seems to curl a lot. Yeah, but if you do it the right way, it doesn't curl. No, I shouldn't say right way. If you use stitches that work well together, you can avoid total curling. And with some blocking, that helps too. It's really like you need to have a good designer showing you how to put the stitches together and the different stitch types to avoid all that curling.
Yeah, I mean, it always curls. You think of Tunisian, the front of it is always going to be pulling up. It's like it's the suspenders, so it's always going to be pulling up. So there's like little tricks that we do as designers to make it not curl, but it always curls. So you got to block. It always has to be blocked.
Yeah. And Lindsay, can you please get out of our heads? Lindsay is asking, will you come out with a Tunisian pointed head hook? Yes, we're working on it now. We just got some prototypes. So we're testing them out to see how much point we want with our hooks now. But we know that that was a missing piece for our hooks. So we're working on it. Okay, but we're not here to talk about Tunisian. I know. Sorry, guys. This is going to be like Rabbit Hole City today when all 3 of us get together. We are here to talk about this weekend. If you don't know, if you haven't been around, if you don't follow Marley, surprise. Well, I should say, if you don't like follow sports, surprise, it's Super Bowl weekend. And Marley does this fabulous event where it's the game day make along. So if you're not into football, cool. If you are into football, cool. This is a way to participate in a group activity all together on this day, sitting on your couch, cheering on your favorite team, or listening to everybody around you cheer, and you're just like, whatever. You got your yarn and you're good to go.
Yeah.
The thing I love about this is it is for knitters and crocheters. It is for both. You can work on 2 different projects, either one for the time. You get things every hour. I'll let you guys talk about it because, you know, you're the experts here. So it's on Sunday because that's when the Super Bowl is. What time is it starting on Sunday?
8 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay, so I don't have to get up super early.
8 a.m. Eastern time. And you don't have to start at 8. You could
Right.
start at noon. You could start Monday if you want.
Mhm.
Right.
Like, it's all going to be there.
Right. And we just put in a link here for the game day make along. So you guys can go check it out. It's going to take you to Marley's blog, not Barley's Mog. Marley's blog. And you'll be able to get all the details there, see how it's going to work. Bookmark the page because that's what you're going to need. You'll go back and it'll be updated every hour.
Yep. So just so you guys know, on YouTube, on the Marley Bird YouTube channel, you'll find all of the links that I'm going to give today too are there in the video description as well. So they're already there for you, ready to go.
Perfect.
So if you're watching this after the fact, you don't have to go scrolling through all the live chat links. They're all there. They're in the video description. Do you want me to kind of talk about what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Bear with me. I have bronchitis, so I'm just trying to get through this. I finally listened to my best friend and went to the doctor and got some meds. So
She's so smart.
She's good for something. So so anyways, okay, so this is our 7th annual game day event. Started in 2018 when I just got a hair up my ass, but sorry. And I reached out to Katelyn and I'm sorry, Katelyn. And I was like, hey, I think I want to do a mystery make-along during the Super Bowl. And she was like, that seems like it'd be a fun idea. And I think we planned it within a week. And we put it out there and we crashed the website, the very first clue. And then every single clue after that, people would come and it crashed the website every time. We have fixed that since then. Every year it's something different. There's a knit make along, there's a crochet make along. Some people do both. One year we did have Tunisian. We did not do Tunisian again this year, but it's just something fun. It is a mystery, so you don't know what it is. We've had a lot of different things through the years. This is actually what we made last year.
Yep.
We did jewelry last year. So these are knitted beads they're knitted beads with beads on them. And then those were crochet beads or crocheted charms with beads that we made into necklaces. And then there was a whole bunch of things that went with it. Through the years, we've improved on the event itself. And last year, for the first time ever, we released the option to have the MVP package, which is a paid for version of the pattern, where you get everything housed inside the Marley Birdhouse. If you don't know what that is, go check out marleybirdhouse.com. And so all of the plays for every hour, if there's a video that goes with the play, the full pattern, any extras that are given away with the MVP package, they're all inside the Marley Birdhouse. So the event itself is free on the website every single hour. Just like Katelyn said, you will go to that website link, or you can just go to the Marley Bird blog. It'll be there. And it's that same page, the page where you find all of the details about the game day and all the supplies. At the very bottom of that blog post, you'll see where it says, oh, these are the plays. And every hour we go in and we add a link to each one of those plays. And that's where you'll click your link. It will take you to a set of instructions. And that's the set of instructions you will work on for the next hour. Until the next set of instructions. So we keep everything in one place just to make sure. But people, my people are all laughing at me because they know I try not to curse online. I'm so sorry, Katelyn. I think I just got comfortable just because I was like, oh, we're just talking. I'm so sorry. My bad.
You're good.
It's okay.
You're good.
Okay.
So we talked about when the event is, we talked about when it started. We talked about that there's a knit version and there's a crochet version. And let's talk about what materials people are going to need because they're different for each of the different versions. So why don't we start with Robin, and Robin, tell us what we're going to need for the crochet version project that we don't know what it is yet, but we know what supplies we need
to show it.
I got it. So it's a total mystery. Like this is like when we talk about the event, this is like something fun. It's like, think of like doing like a half marathon during the day. Like everyone's going to be, I'm not a sports person. So like this makes the Super Bowl day super fun for me. So what you need is you need to grab 4 hanks of yarn. I'm using Heatherly worsted from WeCrochet. And you can see like my colors are very muted.
Yeah.
Like I want you to have 4 colors because it makes it fun, but you don't have to have something super contrasty.
Yeah.
It can be like a tonal color pattern if you want. I mean, you can have something super contrasty. I don't care. It's like I'm trying to give you a clue without giving you a clue. Have 4 colors, but they don't need to be super contrasty. So if you know crochet, that's a little bit of a clue. You need to have a hook that works with your yarn. I think I'm using an eye hook, but it's one of those things, crochet, you're going to want to have a couple of hooks near you, because the first thing that we do at the very first clue is we're going to work on gauge. So you're going to want to have a couple of ones near you so that, I didn't get it. Then you can quickly try again.
Yeah.
So it's just 4 hanks of yarn is what you need for me.
Awesome. And so we'll have the exact yardage over on the blog post, so you'll be able to find it out. You'll have the links there, which are affiliate links for Marley. So it's always great when you guys use those. But there's also a lot of other worsted weight options if you don't want Heatherly or you don't. The color palette for Heatherly is definitely on the softer side. So if you're really into bright colors, you might want to look at one of the other worsted weight yarns that we have available if you want to go bright. I love Heatherly. I think it's a really great color palette. I like the way that it has like that little bit of white in it and gives you that heathered look. But again, everybody has their own preferences.
Their own loves. And what the nice thing about WeCrochet is you have so many options, in worsted, and they really work well together. Like you could sub in really easily a lot of beautiful ones, like swish worsted would sub in really well. And it's kind of nice. Like you could kind of grab what you love.
Right. Right. So there is a comment in here, IB Serenity, asking about more saturated colors in Heatherly. We know. We try and try. So the problem with it, or not problem, but because it is 2 fiber types that are getting twisted together, it changes the way that the dye is absorbed. So if you notice, the first round of Heatherly came out was very light, very pastel. The second round of colors were definitely getting a little bit more saturated, a little bit more color depth to them. So we do keep trying and we keep working with our mills, but we also don't want to put out colors that are, a saturated color if they're not good or they're all like the same thing. So yes, we hear you. Yes, we continue to work on it and try to work on it. But right now, our biggest challenge with that yarn in particular is the fiber content and how it's absorbing the dye that they use that has been keeping us from getting like too dark and too saturated. But we're working on it. We keep trying.
Robin, do you think that like swish worsted would be good for this? Or if they wanted to go with a tweed, could they use like Wool of the Andes tweed? Or if somebody doesn't want to use any sort of an animal fiber, what is a good choice for them from the WeCrochet yarns?
Yeah, you could. Okay.
I know it's a whole lot of questions in one. Sorry.
A lot of questions in one. For this project in particular, I wouldn't use a tweed. Could you use a tweed? Yeah. I just don't think the stitches that we're going to be doing will highlight the tweed. So it's almost like for me, it's like I would hold that yarn for something else. It's not the perfect project. Will it be fine? Sure. It'll be fine. I think like swish worsted would be fine because it's like a plain yarn. The
Which is on
twill
sale right now.
Yeah.
Well then,
It's 20% off right now. So,
And if you can't use any kind of animal fiber, I would use Brava, like hands down, because I personally love Comfy, like that yarn I really, really enjoy, which is a cotton yarn. But for what we're doing, as I'm sure a lot of you know, animal fibers and plant fibers behave very, very differently. It's in their structure of their fiber. So plant fibers, have long fibers that lay flat, which makes it drape a lot more. And that will really change the character of what we're making. And of course, without you seeing it, you don't know that. this is where like I think like acrylic has like the superpower because it can kind of play with either. And so for me, because I'm allergic to all wool, I find it really easily I can if I can't do anything, I'll just use acrylic. So for me, I would go with Brava. Um, the yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great.
I was
Because
like,
everybody
it's really hard
does have a different
to talk
preference.
about it without.
You don't want to tell too
What do
much.
you mean? I was like,
Yeah,
I can't
I
say
get
that.
it.
Nope,
I
can't
get
say
it.
that. So
There is a question in here,
ask me on
though,
Monday.
about colors. So you talked about 4 colors. Is it possible, or will it still be great if it's only done with 2 colors?
Yeah, you can absolutely get away with 2 colors. But I would warn you, think about things that have 2 colors, and everybody has opinions. So like the easiest way I look at it is like look at a bumblebee. Bumblebees have 2 colors. They're repeated. Do you like that? Do you like that look?
Okay.
Because that's essentially what you're doing. I'm designing something with 4, so when you break it down to 2, you're going to get a totally different look. And that's where I'm like, just think about it. I can't answer that question. Can you do it? Yeah. I mean, you could get away with 1, but then you're kind of hampering yourself with how else the pattern looks and behaves.
Right.
Again, it's a mystery. So that takes 1 day. If you want to do it with 1 color and then you go through it and you're like, oh, I don't like it. Well, then on Monday, do it with more colors. Like,
Right.
it's not this. Our projects we try for game day because it's just supposed to be fun. Like, and obviously it's something you can do in 1 day. So it's a smaller project in general. And if you fall in love with doing it, then you can go back and try lots
Right.
of other things because then you'll see and it all makes sense.
I think
Right.
it helps also if you think about it, it's only 1 day. We're not going to make things so complicated and difficult that people could not finish it in a day. Like I know that for mine, I purposely timed myself with each of the clues. I know Robin did too, but I purposely timed myself with each of the plays to make sure that it was under a minute. And I know that I knit fast. So
Under an hour.
yeah. Oh yeah, I said
Not
a minute.
under a minute.
I've said under
You
under
knit
under
really,
an hour.
really fast.
Yeah. No, I made sure it was under an hour. And then when I sent it to the testers, like I was asking them, how long is this taking you? And through feedback, I found that I needed to make my project a little bit smaller to make it little because I knit fast. They aren't knitting as fast, which is our testers, you guys. I just want to say thank you so much to our testers and they are so valuable because half the time they don't know what they're making either.
Nope.
So they're looking at it in the same lens that you guys are, and they're helping us give the information out in such a way that it won't be confusing. And it's all because of them. Like they're so helpful. But
Yeah.
where I was going with this is we're not going to make things so incredibly difficult that you're not going to have fun. Like the whole idea is we want you to get excited as you're making each of the plays each hour and you finish, you're like, wow, this is cool. Like, where is this going? Or what am I doing? Like, we don't want you to get bored, but we want you to have something when it's all done. You're like, wow, that's cool. And I know that our goal ultimately is when it's all done, you're like, man, I want to make another one. Cause that's ideal. We want people to want to make this stuff beyond just game day.
Right. Right. I have to say that somebody on Instagram, Pals Gal goes, Gauge? What's that? With a big smiley face. Yeah. And I mean, let's talk about it real quick. I know we're not saying, what the projects are and everything, but we can say that the projects we're making are not going to be super, super gauge dependent, that you cannot have a successful project if your gauge is off. What it's going to mean is your size is going to end up different and your yardage might be different, which are things we already know. But if you know enough about crochet, or knitting, you can kind of play with that in your brain and make adjustments if you want to.
Right.
If
Right.
you're new, especially if you're new, that's when you really want to focus on your gauge, because you might just not know enough yet to make adjustments as you go. So that's why we do talk about gauge, whether it's a garment, whether it's an accessory, no matter what it is. It's really just so you can match up yardage wise and finish size and, you know, the drape that the designer is showing you in the photos and along the process. But you do have your own freedom, and if you like things different, you know, work with it. You know, what else is there to say? Like, you have those options, but that's why we're talking about gauge and it being important. So,
Yeah, I mean,
um,
exactly what Katelyn said. So for our projects, I can tell you that can be a clue. Gauge is not critical in you're not going to get a beautiful project if you don't get gauge.
Right.
But if your gauge is bigger than either of ours, you're going to need more yarn. That's just
Right.
And
what
at
it
the
was.
same time, like
Larger, you'll need more.
on my first project, these are the colors I used, and this is what was left over from my yarn balls. So my point here is I didn't go right up until where I used the last bitter end. And that was on purpose because I don't want people to run out if they are off on gauge a little bit.
Right.
But so I wanted to give an idea, like that's how much yarn was left.
Right.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so there are a couple questions in here. There's a question about, will there be a PDF download at the end of the event, or is that going to just be in the MVP Marley Birdhouse course? So how is that going to work? Because we're going to get on Sunday, you're going to get the clues or the different sections hour by hour, and that's going to be free. The only thing you have to do is go back to the blog at the next hour point, or, you know, if you wait until the end of the day and you want to try to get them all done at once, whatever, but they're going to come out on an hourly basis over on the blog for free. So if they want the PDF, or they want to be able to keep it for making it a second time, making it later, how are they going to go about doing that?
Okay. Do you want me to take this?
Yeah.
All right. So just like Katelyn said, each of the plays will be live linked onto that blog post every hour. All of those will be on our website until the end of February. At that time, the free pattern is removed from the website and you'll only be able to purchase an ad-free PDF. At this time, the only way to get the ad-free PDF, and you aren't even given it at the start, like it's at the end of the event, is through the MVP package. And I will let you guys know, like, it's more cost effective to get the MVP than to just wait for the ad-free PDF. Just a heads up on that. And I want to get to that when we talk about MVP, so as people understand what that means. But the short answer is that no, there is not free PDF any other location other than the MVP package, if that's what you're looking for.
So let's talk about that. The MVP, there is a question of, if they get the MVP, do they have to get one for knit and one for crochet, or
Yes.
will it be a combined option?
No, so we have had other events where we've had a combined buy crafty option is what we do it, but we wanted to put the price low enough down on each individual product on its own. So by doing so, it made it price prohibitive to add them together to make a buy crafty option. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So
Sure,
the amount of work and the behind the scenes stuff that all goes into building the MVP, that made it so that it was the lowest price we could offer each one. So we couldn't make it cheaper. Does that make sense? Now, having said that, I will let you know, if you buy the crochet MVP and you're buy crafty and you want the knit MVP, you get a $10 coupon to my Ravelry store in the crochet. You get a $10 coupon to my Ravelry store in knit, which gives you $20 to spend in my Ravelry store, which if each of these things are $20, you're like, it kind of cancels out one. Does that make sense? Right. If you think about, well, is there $20 worth of patterns I want to spend in Marley's store? Chances are yes, like there's hundreds of patterns. So you have to kind of think through the way of that also. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, okay, so we talked about the fact that it's going to start at 8:00. Somebody was asking, how many hours does this take place? If they want to start with the 8 a.m. clue, how many hours is the whole thing going to run for?
So it's 11 hours. It goes from 8:00 to 6:00. And I mean, like I said, it's little chunks of stuff. So it's not like, I don't know, it depends on how fast you knit or how fast you crochet.
Right.
Like for the knitting, it shouldn't take you I shouldn't say it shouldn't. It did not take me the full hour. To
Right.
get through one section, it takes me 20 minutes.
Right.
Now, mind you, I do knit fast. So that could be 40 minutes for you, which gives you
Right.
a little bit of leeway, right?
Mhm.
There's lots of flexibility. I'll let Robin talk about the crochet one.
It's the same. So the way we structure it, or we always try to structure it, is that in the beginning you're crocheting less and you're learning more. Like you're spending more time learning what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Right.
Then as the day progresses, that learning you already have it.
Mhm.
And
Right.
so then you're spending more time crocheting. And then it tapers back off. So like mine is kind of like you're doing more crocheting at lunchtime and then you're finishing it up at the end of the evening. But it's definitely a marathon. It's a marathon of stitching.
Yeah.
And
There's
so,
not a
you know,
video for every play either, because not every play needs a video. If
Right.
there are new sets of instructions or a new skill that needs to be presented in a video, we provide that video.
right.
But
Okay.
having said that, just so you know, the first video of the first play will be available on the Marley Bird YouTube channel. Any other additional video will be in a different location, but it will be linked inside of the instructions. So
Okay.
I just want to make that clear, because I know that especially on the Marley Bird YouTube channel, there are many people who will just be like, oh, I'm just going to go to the YouTube channel to find all of them.
Right.
The problem there, without going all into details, is YouTube does not like it when you put a bunch of videos out in one day. Like it actually penalizes you. So in order to make sure that people see the game day event, the first video will be up. But in order to see any of the additional videos, they will be linked inside of the instructions that you get on the blog post.
Okay.
Or they'll be
Perfect.
automatically added to your Marley Birdhouse
Right.
Perfect.
MVP package.
Okay, so again, let's talk real quick about MVP. I know we're getting close here to time and everything, but so can I purchase the MVP package now, or
Yes.
do I have to wait until it's over?
No.
No.
So do you want me to go? I keep feel like I'm talking a lot, Robin. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, MVP, just so you guys know what it is, the Marley Birdhouse is the location that we put a lot of make-alongs or workshops or pattern collections that we do. It's a wonderful place to have everything. So the MVP package, when you purchase it, which the link is in the YouTube video description box, it's also on that blog post. If you scroll through the blog post, you're going to get all the same information.
Yeah.
But you can purchase either the knitting MVP, which is $20, or the
Mhm.
crochet MVP, which is $20. You'll get a getting started video. You're going to get the pregame videos. You're going to get all of the instructions for every hour automatically uploaded to that location. So you'll be
Mhm.
able to get everything there. You won't have to go to the blog post. You're just going to go to your place.
Got
It'll
it.
have the instructions there. It'll have a video there.
But
It has
you'll
a
only
10
get that on the hour
only get that
of the
on the
event.
hour. Yep.
Okay.
When
You don't
by
get it
6
early.
o'clock, the full PDF pattern will be available in there. So you'll have all
Okay.
of that. You'll also get a $10 coupon to the Marley Bird Ravelry store that you get to spend. And I'm sharing this here first, but you don't know what it is. We have bonus patterns we are putting in there, but we're going to talk more about those on Friday when we have the pregame event on the Marley Bird YouTube channel. But that just means you're getting more than just one pattern inside the MVP. If you've already purchased MVP, it's going to be in there. Don't worry. You're already going to get it. But
Yeah.
they're all available right there. We have had so many people talk about the Marley Birdhouse, the MVP packages, the VIP packages that we do, and they love them. We have people, the minute we put them out, they're like, where's the package? I want the package. And you just heard people asking, can I get the by Crafty? Because that's what we do. We do a lot of by Crafty. So we have found that it's 100% worth, people have told us it's 100% worth the money to have everything in one place. Think about it like it's a pattern that is supercharged. Essentially, it's everything you could want. And we even have a live Q&A that Robin and I do at the 2:00 hour inside of the MVP packages. That way you can ask questions directly from us. But
Awesome.
besides that, this is free to everybody. We have the Marley's Minions group. You can go there and post questions in there. Also, you just find the hour that you're asking the question for, and you can post your question. There are people there to help. It's absolutely fantastic. Julia Erb is talking about it. She says, my birdhouse needs a room extender, because she literally has everything inside the birdhouse. We have gotten such great feedback about the Marley Birdhouse, and that's literally what it's called, marleybirdhouse.com, guys. There are so many wonderful things in there that you can find, but they're usually only available for a limited time. So this, for example, will be available. We have not put a close date on it yet, but we will have a close date on it, where we say it goes back into the vault, which means if you purchased it, you still have access to it. You have unlimited access to it whenever you want, but it means it's not available for people to purchase after a certain date and time. I also want to point something out. Well, first off, you didn't ask, but for knitting, it's 3 skeins of twill, just letting you know. It could be any color. Just make sure that the colors, if they were side by side, you'd be able to distinguish what the 2 colors are. But I want to show you something.
That was a clue as well.
Yeah.
She didn't say it, but knitters, you need to have very different colors.
Yes. Also, for the first time this year, it's probably easier for me to show this if it's out of the package. For the first time this year, you can purchase a label that you can apply to your project if you want. So you can put this label just like so on your project, and you can either have the Marley Bird on the front or on the back, or you can have Game Day 2024. These are $6, free shipping. I'm actually shipping them out today and tomorrow. As you buy the MVP, this comes up as an available purchase for you. If you want more than one, just go to the Marley Bird Shopify store, and you'll see that they're there available for purchase. You could purchase more than one if you want. And I mean, I've given myself 7 to 10 business days to ship. So we are shipping. Katelyn knows I struggle with we are learning so much. I have all the things. I printed off. Look at this, you guys. I did like, these are all the orders. Like, we've got so many orders. People are very excited about them. So this
Don't worry, Marley's not in charge of shipping. We're not dummies.
No. So anyways, but that's a whole lot of information to say. It's a free event. It's before the Super Bowl. So whether you watch football or not, you can be a part of it. You do not have to finish in one day. You have a couple days, up to a week. I think it's a week to like turn it in for a chance to win the grand prize, which is everything inside the Marley Birdhouse. That is Marley Bird. You win everything inside of there. As far as prizes go, there are participation prizes. So it's not just, oh, yours looks the best, or you did yours the fastest. It's nothing like that. It's literally being a kind person prize. And the minion moderators of the Facebook group and the testers are the ones who like watch that. They watch to see who's helping, who's participating, who's being encouraging, who's being a cheerleader. So we have prizes for that. There's knitting, there's crochet, there's an MVP upgrade if you want. It's free on the website till the end of February. You can use this yarn. You could choose other yarn if you want to. And then there's going to be there's bonus patterns that are going into both of the MVP packages. You just don't know what they are.
Yeah, the only problem is if you buy Twill or Heatherly, you're going to fall in love with using it.
Oh my gosh.
Really the problem that was going to happen. Because you're going to use it all day and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's going to ruin you.
This is the first time I've used Twill. I've used it before on projects, but I had contractors use it. So this was the first time I had used it. And I was like, Robin, I don't know how I can ever go back to anything else. This is so lovely.
It's so good.
Not only that, like I've tried to make other samples. So like you could use a tweed on mine if you wanted to.
Yeah,
you just want to make sure you have the same yardage of whatever you chose. So like I've been playing around with Wool of the Andes tweed. I actually got also Brava tweed. Tweed on mine, I think looks really great. Yes. But really just any worsted weight from that you see at WeCrochet could absolutely be used on mine. Anything.
I want to say here, Stephanie made a comment that she is a new subscriber, and what a perfect time to have found you. So excited to join in for this. Luz, I think Luz or Luz, I'm not quite sure, got the MVP package. Woohoo!
Yes.
There is a question here from Michelle about getting yarn in time for the event if ordered today. you're going to have to get expedited shipping if you want to have it by the weekend. I'm not even exactly sure what the expedited shipping dates are. You'll have to check that out because, you know, whenever I do an order, I just do whatever regular is. I don't even, but you would have to probably do some sort of expedited shipping to get it in time for the weekend. But again, you will have the full month to be able to still do it on the blog for the free version or upgrade to the MVP, and you can do it whenever
Yeah.
you want.
I do want to mention one more thing here.
Yeah.
So, when we did the first event, Katelyn came up with this really great idea of doing bingo cards during the Super Bowl. And I was like, that is just such a fun thing. So it's a way that you could participate in game day without actually knitting or crocheting, and you can participate with your family. We've had so many people that have talked about their family watching them doing the event, and they're very excited. They're like, what is it you're making? And then when it comes to the game day time and there are bingo cards for, you know, a first down or a State Farm commercial or whatever it is, then you get a bingo card. So there are bingo cards that are available. There's a link in the bottom of the blog post. You'll print off your bingo card. When you get bingo, you'll send an email to us and you get a free Marley Bird pattern. Side note, just about everybody wins bingo. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing. Everybody looks forward to it. They just love it. But it was Katelyn's baby. That was Katelyn's baby, the bingo cards. So we've done them every year. This is the 7th year. 7 years, guys.
Crazy.
7 years. 7 years. Lots of different designs. They're fun though. I love making them. They're just a delight.
They're great. So again, go check out the blog post. You'll get all the information there. If you're looking for the pregame information, go check out Marley's YouTube channel. It already has the scheduled video in there, so it'll just pop up if you're a subscriber. Make sure you like and subscribe Marley's channels. Make sure you like and subscribe the WeCrochet channels. And yeah, we have so much more that we're going to be able to share with Marley the rest of the year. We've been sending her some yarn and having her start playing with stuff, so we're super excited. But make sure you do the game day, even if like you're not making along every single hour. Get started, have some fun, just be in the group while it's happening. It's so much fun to see what people are making, the color choices. You can just pop in and help, even if you aren't making the project, but you know something. Go ahead and chime in, and then grab that MVP if you want to hold on to that pattern for a long time.
I do want to mention, as you're reading the blog post, you'll see that there's a place that you can register. So you can register to participate. And what that does, that lets us get your email address. So that way we can send you like, hey, it's starting. And then any sort of special deals that we have going on during the event, or giving you setups for clues. But when you register, you also automatically, once you go through all the process of making sure that the email is verified and whatnot, you have a printable PDF of the supply list, and it's for crochet and knit. So it's 2 page. It's a PDF. It's 2 pages. And the projects in there are they're linked. So you can just click it and it'll take you. So if you're curious and you were just like, I don't know where it is, like you could get that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one last comment before we go. Lisa over on Instagram said, can't wait, have all the supplies and the MVP package. Her birdhouse is getting full. So yeah. There's so much fun stuff. Go have fun and look around. If you haven't found Marley Bird before, you're going to find a lot of things in there to learn and to keep building your skills. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me today and letting us share about this wonderful event. I can't wait to see all the color combos everybody picks out this weekend. So thanks so much and have a wonderful day. We'll be back here next Wednesday. So come on back and join us.
Bye, everybody.